Doing today? Yes, today is Sunday morning, 6:24 in the morning. 88. Out if it's gonna rain. They'll probably sprinkle maybe, but rain I doubt it. It's not that thick, and there's some clouds, pretty good amount of clouds, but morning, everybody. Oh, what is this on the ground here? Oh, somebody threw a big box. I guess the wind blew it off, blew it to the floor. Big TV box. Good morning, everybody. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what it is, wherever you're at. What's this? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff fell from the palm tree there. Huh? I will be reading the chat when I get to work. Usually it's 45 to 50 minutes that I usually drive. Yeah, look at those clouds. Pretty dark clouds, but not all over the place, just in certain spots or so. Yep. So, how's everybody doing this morning? I'm doing great. Yeah, my older son came to visit. We went out to dinner. So I got to see my grandkid again. He's like 2.5 years old. Yeah. So everybody, go check out all those amazing channels that I have on my channel list. Go check out my family and friends list. Go check out my community tab. And look at all the amazing channels on there. On my family and friends list, you got all those amazing channels like Iron Dog, you got Kurtwood, you got My Animal House, you have KY Constrictors, you have TNT Balls, you got Derek Reptiles, you have Keys Constrictors, we got James Gype, we have Spider Mom, we have Mark the Spider Guy, we got Sherry Madcat, and we have also, who else we got on there? Trying to think. Well, if I missed anybody, you can check on the list. We got amazing channels on my community tab also. Go check out Fantastic Guru. Go check out Tony Diecast. Go check out Zelda. Go check out Venus Martinez. She's from Canada, speaks English and Spanish. Go check out Catfish Terry. Go check out Johan Exotics. He's from Switzerland. Him and his girlfriend, Sandra. Let's see, who else? There's so many channels, but check out the community tab. You can find them easier there. Nitro Freak. Go check out Sherry, a different Sherry. Go check out John Pohl. He does models. It goes in and out, so we'll see how we do today. Not too much traffic morning. What's the fire department doing? Yeah, so go check out all them amazing channels, everybody. Yeah, so the jumping spider's doing fine. I'll probably do a feeding on Wednesday. Today's Sunday. Tarantula out in the wild is doing fine. Got a bunch of holes in the ground everywhere. I don't know what's going to come out of those holes. I don't know if it's an insect or a scorpion or maybe it did have babies and maybe they're the tarantula babies. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll keep everybody posted. Been seeing more rabbits. Now there's like 4 of them around. There's jackrabbits. But yeah, I don't know. Temperatures, it's around 88 to 89, so it's that humidity, the clouds. Depends which way the wind blowing, which way the clouds are going to be headed. But I haven't seen the sun today. The sun is still hiding. See, look at this guy. The way he drives is a good way. He went way up ahead and then got in the lane. Yep. Make sure you check out everybody's channels. They're on the chat. Thank you for coming in, everybody. I'll be reading the chat when I get to work. Come on. Urge the guy. Look at that dog on the back there. Feel sorry for those dogs if the guy gets into an accident. That dog's gonna go flying. Yep. Looks like they're done construction work here. Yeah, I don't think the construction work on that road to work is going to be there today because Sunday. I don't think they're going to work on a Sunday. Too much overtime. Yeah, this hasn't been too hot, but it was hot yesterday. Man, yesterday it said it was 117 outside. Yeah, it was hot yesterday. You could feel the heat yesterday. 117. I was like, But I'm glad I have AC, and then at home we got a new AC system, so. Yep. But yeah, be careful out there when you're driving, man. People, I don't know, they forget to drive the way they're supposed to. Be courteous to people, man. Too much road rage out there. Yeah, see, hardly any dark clouds this way. Got a lot of clouds, but not dark ones. But it's all the way to the east. But I don't know which way the clouds are going. Can't really tell right now. But I think they're coming this way, the clouds, because the sun is not coming out. Yep. Yeah, I remember when we used to go to school, and then we used to get a ride. We used to get a ride to school, and we used to the guys that used to live at my grandma's, they were foster kids. They he bought himself a Corvair, not a Corvette, a Corvair. It's one of those cars that has the kind of almost like a Volkswagen. The engine's in the back. It has no radiator. It's air cooled. And this car, you would lift up the trunk, and you could see the engine there. And it had two carburetors, two like one barrel carburetors. And then in the middle, it had like a little wheel, like it would, you know, that's what would cool the engine. You know, it was like a big fan there. And we used to joke because we said it was run by squirrels. You know, it's like, yeah, see that wheel? We throw food in there, and the squirrels chase the food. But this car, man, it would run on fumes. I mean, and it was real light. I mean, I remember he would never fill up the tank. You know, I don't know. I could never drive that way. I always either let it go to half a tank, never go to almost empty. You know, people drive that way. I don't know why. You know, then they run out of gas. So we're going to the gas station, and it's like poof. Luckily we were like right there at the gas station, and you know, there's like three of us in the car. So the car, it like runs out of gas. So we ended up having to push the car into the gas station. You know. But yeah, that was it was crazy because, you know, it was already on empty, and it's like, dang, is it gonna make it? It was like, oh, we ran out of fumes. So we pushed it in, and then, all right, how much? Everybody pull out, you know, how much change you had, you know, to put, you know, some gas in the car. And I think we had like maybe like a dollar something of change. So okay, we'll put about a dollar something. And then we went to pay the cashier. You know, I mean, hey, that car was very economical. I mean, it hardly wasted any gas. I mean, a dollar could last us 2 or 3 days. You know, because back then it was like 68 cents, I think it was, per a gallon of gas. So you know, we got at least a gallon and a little bit more. I mean, we would only drive to school and back, you know, and it was only like about 3 miles, you know, 4 at the most, coming and going. You know, so the gallon of gas was going to last you a pretty good amount, especially if you had like that car. It was a 4-cylinder, very economical on gas. But and then they were always smoking weed going to school. You know, this was back in the 70s. You know. And it was so funny because the car was kind of like Cheech and Chong, you know, had the windows rolled up, and I mean, I wasn't smoking, they were, but you know, I was probably inhaling secondhand smoke, you know, getting high just by inhaling the fumes, the smoke. Yeah, so it was kind of crazy going to school. And then in high school, I remember back in the day, you know, you always had bomb threats, you know, people would call in a fake bomb threat, you know. Then we'd get out of class, you know, had to go to the football field and wait till the police department came and checked it out, made sure there's no thing, you know. And there was this one kid, he had a stuttering problem. You know, when he talked, he like, you know, it would take him a while to get his words out. And then he would tell us, "Oh, I'm gonna do a bomb threat." I'm like, "Oh," his name was Esperiti. We're like, "Dude, you're gonna do that? You're gonna get busted. They're gonna catch you by the time you finish your sentence. The police department's gonna arrest your ass." And I think they did arrest him. I mean, you know, back then we didn't have cell phones, so you know everything was at a payphone, either a payphone or your own home phone, you know. So this idiot, you know, decided to do a bomb threat from a payphone. You know, that's the quickest way they can trace the call, you know. So he's like, you know, trying to call a bomb threat in. We were cracking up. "Yeah, you idiot." And then later on, I remember when he, because he used to ride motorcycles, and he was driving around crazy all around town. You know, the cops were chasing him, the border patrol was chasing him, and they couldn't catch him. He was just running, and then he just got tired of running around, so he just parked because he was on the canal banks and all over the place. They chased him for hours, so he just got tired of running around, so he just gave himself up. Man, they beat the heck out of him. Then some friends, they were driving by the police station. You could see the back of the police station. When they took him in, you know, they had him in custody, had him in handcuffs. Then they like were taking him in. All of a sudden, you know, he fell to the ground, you know, a couple of times. They're like, "Oh, he tried to." Their excuse was that he was trying to escape with handcuffs. Yeah, they were just beating the heck out of him because they were pissed off because he made them chase him all over town. It was crazy. And then I don't know how old people are in here, but you know, we had back in the 70s, we had a bunch of shows like Happy Days, you know, with the Fonz, like hey. And my cousin Carl, when we were in high school, you know, he used to drive a motorcycle. And then his girlfriend used to, you know, get rides from him. And then he used to wear a leather jacket. He used to give her the leather jacket so she could wear it. And then we used to call my cousin Fonzie because he was on a motorcycle and had a leather jacket. So we would call her. We would also call her Fonzie. You know, she had the jacket. And she hated us when we used to call her that. But she had like real short hair. You know, almost like a tomboy. Well, you know, he ended up marrying her. You know, and they were together for years, you know, until she passed away. You know, and she passed away real young. She passed away in her 50s. And when she passed away, it was strange. You guys got to watch it because this is what she passed away from. She got bit by a flea. You know, I'm sorry, not a flea. She got bit by a tick. You know, those ticks that dogs have? Well,
a tick bit her, and she got Lyme disease. The thing is, with Lyme disease, you can it's not, you won't die if you take care of it. I think you have like a week that you need to start antibiotics to so you don't die. Because what happens after a week, the it's like your blood, it gets to your blood. It's like a poison, and your organs start failing. Your heart, it attacks your heart, your kidneys, and your lungs. Anything that blood goes through. So she got bit. They took her to the hospital because she was feeling sick. My cousin took her to the hospital, and they never said, if they would have said, hey, you know what, I got bit by a tick, they could have checked it. She probably would have survived, but they didn't. They thought she had because it was in the summertime, so they thought maybe she had a heat stroke. So they were doing a bunch of tests and nothing. They couldn't find out what happened. Till finally they did find out she had Lyme disease. So her blood was, there was basically poison, her blood in there from the Lyme disease, from the tick. And the thing is, she went real quick. I mean, her organs started shutting down, her heart, her kidneys, her everything, anything that the blood was flowing to started shutting down, and they induced her into a medical coma, and they put her to sleep. Yeah, they put her to sleep. And I went to visit her. She was like, when I went to visit her, she was still awake. But she was very tired. Her heart. You know how your blood pressure supposed to be like 120, no, like 117, or like 120 over like 79. Well, the 79 was like down under 60. Under 60 is not good, because then that's too low. So she, like, all of a sudden, like in less than 2 weeks, then they transferred her to another hospital, and she passed away over there. She lasted maybe a month, less than a month in the hospital. They couldn't save her. There was too much damage from the poison in her blood, from the tick. Oh, I guess they are working on a Sunday, these guys. Huh. Yeah. I guess they're working still today. Well, at least I didn't have to stop. I just had to slow down a bit. Luckily, not a lot of traffic, so there's not a lot of waiting. But yeah, so if you guys get bit by a tick, man, get it checked out, get a blood test. Tell them at the hospital, hey, you know what, I got bit by a tick. Make sure you didn't get Lyme disease, because it's pretty serious. some people don't die, but their organs get all messed up. You know, you still don't want to. And all it takes is antibiotics, man. Antibiotics can save you. You know, it's not a death sentence, long as you. But usually, I think it's a week. After a week, then it becomes too late. Your organs start messing up. It attacks like the muscles and everything, you know, like their heart muscles, so your heart gets weak. But yeah, it's not good, man. But I mean, she did have one kid, and then she had two more kids, so my cousin had some grandkids at least. But then he didn't take care of himself either, and he passed away 2 years ago, 2019. He had a heart attack. I mean, he never ended up in the hospital, but it was instant death. He was in the shower and that's it. He just died in the shower. That's where my cousin's daughter found him. But yeah, he was in his 50s. Yeah, I think he was 50, probably like 55. Because he was young, he was older than me. So, I think he might have been already 60. Might have been already 60. I mean, he was already collecting Social Security because he was the doctor, because of his heart. Me and him used to work security in different areas. You know, we worked together at different hospitals. Getting patients, taking patients up to the roof where the helicopter lands. But yeah, I mean, it was, at least I got time to spend with him. I remember thinking, you know what, I gotta visit him. Been a while because ever since he retired, they stopped him from working. I hardly saw him again. But yeah, gotta take care of yourself, everybody. Gotta take your medications. Like Catfish Terry, he's got high blood pressure. Gotta take that medication. Gotta keep that blood pressure down. Yeah. Yeah, so I went to go see the doctor last month. Got the results, everything's good. The ticker's working good. They did a sonogram, checked out the heart pumping and all that good stuff. So, doctor said, "You're good." So, I got to take blood pressure medications. But the good thing is I don't have to take as much as I used to. I mean, at first I used to take like 3 different blood pressure medications. I would take one of them like in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then another one, 2 different medications. I would take them twice a day. And then I would take another one, a third medication, once a day. Now I'm only taking, because, I got better. My blood pressure got better and better. So I'm taking less and less medication. Now I'm down to 1 medication. And sometimes I take the other one just when my blood pressure gets a little higher. So you know. But I've it's improved. Well, you know, I did lose some weight. It helps when you lose weight. Eat right. You know, start eating better and stuff. Because you know we gotta eat healthy. Gotta eat the veggies. Eat them vegetables. You know. Yeah, I mean, even my wife, she lost weight. She's doing better. And then my son, we all lost weight. Started eating more healthier. Also, wasting less food, you know, because we used to make a bunch of food and then it'd get put in the fridge and nobody wanted to eat it. End up throwing it. Now we just, you know, make just enough, you know, and then don't eat as much as we used to. You know, instead of 5 plates of spaghetti, just that one plate, you know. And then don't put that much cheese on it. You know, we used to use a lot of that cheese, you know. Now we just use a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And then we use sausages, you know, but get some healthy sausages like chicken sausages, turkey sausages, less calories. But, you know, you just have to eat healthier. And talk to your kids, man. The family has to go the way it used to be, you know. Talk to your kids, talk to your wife, your husband. Too many families breaking apart. Too many kids growing up and killing other kids, killing people. You know, it's like, or taking their own lives too. Yeah, there was this girl, I guess, on the internet recently that took her own life. And I think she was like 18 years old or something. I mean, how bad can your life be that you take your life at that age? You know, talk to some, you know, people, you know, with mental health, you know, sometimes all they need is to talk to somebody. You know, I saw this guy, he was doing a video of, you know, like mental health. He was out in the street, you know, and he's all, hey, can I ask you a question? You know, people on the street, you know, it's like, hey, I'm having really a bad problem with my mental health right now. Can you spare a couple of minutes and talk to me? And everybody would just, oh, no, I don't have time. Or one guy, he like, oh, do you speak French? You know, he's telling them this in English. He's all like, oh, do you speak French? And the guy goes, no, I don't. Oh, well, then I can't. It's like, you just talk to him in English. It's like, what? You can't talk to him for a couple of minutes? You know, it's like, you know, what, you can't spend a couple of minutes. I mean, you know, I don't know if the guy was really saying the truth that he needed somebody to talk to, or he was just trying to make a point that people don't care. You know, that nobody wanted to give a little bit of time to this person and say, hey, well, you know, what's bothering you? What's what's wrong. You know, they just don't have time. I'm here having this walk, and I gotta walk. You know, that's all it takes. You know, sometimes to talk to somebody. You know, you don't have to be a professional. You know, like you know, what do psychiatrists do with patients? They sit on a couch, they relax, and they listen to them. It's like, oh, okay, what's going on? You know, what's bothering you? You know, sometimes they just need to let it out. You know, they need to hear somebody say something nice to them. You know, because they feel that their life has no meaning. You know, like, yeah, my life has no meaning. I'm gonna end it all. And you know, just you talking to them, listening to them, and maybe telling them, no, you know, I care about you. You know, if you need to talk to somebody, give me a call. Here's my phone number. You know, sometimes people, that's all they need. They need to hear it. But, you know, everybody's always in a hurry. No, have no time. You know, nobody eats at the table anymore. You know, I mean, just think about it. When was the last time you ate at the table, sat down with your family? I mean, I remember this was back in the 60s, 70s. You know, when my mom used to make, you know, breakfast. You know, she'd make hash browns, she'd make bacon, sausages, eggs, you know, and then fresh tortillas. You know, we're Mexican. You know, we got to make them tortillas, you know, flour tortillas, man, nice and warm. But, you know, she would make all the food, and then, you know, we all sit down, wait till she's done, brings the last of it, puts it on the table. Everybody sit down to eat, get some food, put it on their plate, talk about what's going on at school, talk about what's going on at work. You know, listen to your kids, talk to your kids, find out what's going on. You know, you never know, they might be getting bullied there, or they're the bullies. You never know. You know, you could save somebody's life. Oh, palm tree fell. Must be an old palm tree for it to fall. Yeah, so I mean, listen to your kids, man. The kids nowadays are growing up with no parents. The parents are there in the house, but they're not even in everybody's in their own room. You know, back then we only had one TV, and it was in the living room / family room. You know, and we're gonna watch. Oh, we're gonna watch something together. You know, it wasn't like no, I'm not gonna watch nothing. You know, so it's you gotta you know, watch everything together, because there was only one TV. Oh, and then back then, you know, we didn't have no TV remote controls. You know, the kids were the remote control. You know, it was so funny because, you know, my dad, you know, he's all like, okay, so you're over there standing next to the TV, you know, and it was a black and white TV. You know, later on we got a color TV, but first it was black and white. You know, only the rich people would get the color TVs. You know, so then it was funny because you know he would you'd like, okay, change the channel to see what's on TV, But nowadays, it has like a little like a TV guide, like a guide tells you, on the screen what's on TV. Well, back then they had a TV guide. It was a little booklet because all programs were in advance, months in advance. They were they were written, done. So so they did they would make a TV guide and it had advertisement on there and everything. And then I would tell my dad, well, Dad, you have the TV guide right there. Why don't you can see exactly what's on in the TV guide. No. I need you to change it. So here I am. No, change it. And we didn't have that many channels back then. I mean, we had maybe 13 channels. There was no cable. It was all air, with the antenna. You had English and Spanish channels, but it was hilarious because he could have just checked the TV guide. No. You have to stand by the TV and change the channel next. Let's see what's in the next channel. The next channel. So it was hilarious. We were the automatic TV changer. Let's see. Funko. What's up, Funko? Zelda. Welcome. Vino, welcome. Vino. That's who else? Brian Basketballs. Welcome. Primitive. What's up, Vino and Primitive? Ran out of gas at work. Yeah, I'm on, Vino. Hey, bud. What's up, Gary? Yeah. Hey, Robbie Zess. Welcome. Yes. The antenna over the roof, and then if you wanted to have better reception, you got to get that the tinfoil, and put it on the antenna, or like you hold the antenna up. Oh yeah, right there. Don't move. You became the antenna for the day. Got to watch the boxing or that movie. And then back then you didn't have you couldn't record video. You couldn't like say, oh, like if there was a movie coming out, you had to go like, oh man, this movie's coming out. We have to watch it. So we had to schedule to watch the movie. I mean, I remember watching Roots when it first came out on TV, Roots. And it was like it was and it was once a week on Sunday, the episode would come out. So, it was like, and it was 2 hours of it, plus commercials. There was commercials like, oh my God, so many commercials, those commercials back then. And, the only good thing back then was the boxing. You didn't have to pay for boxing like now, pay-per-view. Got to pay for boxing. Now, back then it was like, free. You just put your antenna, everybody, even we even had the TVs outside, but you had to you get a cord, get a big long extension cord, put it outside, put all the chairs outside, and watch the game and that big 26-inch TV, But yeah, it was crazy. Back then, nowadays kids have it easy. They carry the TV with them. It's the phone, I mean, cell phones back then. Yeah, cell phones back then, there was no cell phones. It was one phone. It was hooked up to the wall. And if you were lucky, that you'd buy one of those big long extension cords that were like 10 feet long. So you could stretch it out. It's like, yeah, you're walking around with it. It's all tangled up. You have to untangle it and stuff, And then they invented some connection you could put on it so it would like rotate so it would never get tangled and stuff. But yeah, it was crazy time back then, you know. But we were more family oriented. Now everybody eats in their own room. It's all fast food. Nobody cooks anymore. It's all like now you don't even have to drive anywhere. Now it gets delivered to your house. It's like, yeah, can you don't even have to call nobody. Just do it on your phone. I mean, we're getting to the point, we're getting too big and fat and lazy. You know, we're killing ourselves is what we're doing, man. We need to take care of ourselves, guys. Yep. Hey, Angie, what's up? What's up? Well, thank you guys for coming in and spending some time here with me. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share it out. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so the next time I come on live, you'll get notified. Got to hit the notification all because if you just hit the other one, it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't do it. I found that out. But thank you for coming in and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending wherever you're at. You know, it's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Robbie. So God bless everybody. And as Keith says, call your mama, tell her you love her because you don't know how long you're going to have her. So go hug your loved ones and tell them you love them because you never know, man. Our days are numbered. So live your life to the fullest every day, man. So have a good one, everybody. Thank you. Till next time. Bye bye.